Blaul C. Bliesini Shawaris, Introduction, a Blueprint for Democracy. The United States Constitution, created in 1787, is the cornerstone of American democracy. It bless ADC Shawaris. It established a strong federal system, balancing power between branches and safeguarding individual rights. Its influence extends globally. Ito Lok. I have T bless in Shawaris, inspiring governments as a model for constitutional governance from revolution to confederation following the Declaration of Independence in 1776. Bless in Shawaris, the newly formed U.S. adopted the Articles of Confederation. Itu Onalok. I say Chuo, Essen Shore. These articles created a loose alliance of sovereign states with a weak central government, sparking the need for reform. Failures of the Articles of Confederation. Under the Articles, sin so worse, Congress lacked power to tax, regulate commerce, or maintain a national military. With Asinsio Showers, requiring unanimous consent to amend the Articles made change nearly impossible. Shays Rebellion awake up call in 1786-87. Onalok I have Silas 6 hours. Massachusetts farmers led by Daniel Shays revolted over economic grievances. The federal government was powerless to respond. Omenloke. I have Blessians Wars, exposing systemic failure and accelerating calls for a stronger constitution. Calling the Constitutional Convention, often called the Philadelphia or Federal Convention. Delegates met from May to September 1787, initially to revise the Articles, in Schwarz, but ultimately to draft a completely new constitution. Competing plans. Virginia Viz. I have ESCH bless as New Jersey. James Madison's Virginia plan proposed proportional representation and 3 branches of government. In contrast, ITA Showonalok Sid Showers, the New Jersey plan favored equal representation for states regardless of size. The Great Compromise to resolve disagreements. The Kinesh Wars, the Kineta Great Compromise created a bicameral legislature. Yao Onalok. I have T bless SSA Showars, a House based on population and a Senate granting equal representation to each. Slavery. The Constitution, the contentious issue of slavery, led to the 3/5 Compromise, counting each enslaved person as 3/5 for representation and taxation purposes. Drafting and editing the Constitution by early September. Bliss in Shawar, Governor Morris and the Committee of Style refined and reorganized the text. Blisessini Suarez, leading to the final version presented to the delegates signing day September 17, 1787, with 39 delegates signing at Independence Hall. Borles Simen Shuars, the Constitution was formally adopted, even as figures like Mason and Jerry declined. Benjamin Franklin urged unity. Why heavy tuobales ing Suarez, predicting this document would astonish the world. The ratification struggle. Ratification required approval from 9 of 13 states. I have Bleshvian Shiwaris. The Federalists defended the Constitution through essays and public debate, while anti-Federalists demanded a Bill of Rights. The Constitution in effect at 1789. By June 1788, 9 states approved the document. The Constitution officially took effect in 1789. Onalok. I have Iblasanj Sio War Oris, and the first Congress convened to structure the new government. Bill of Rights safeguarding liberties. 12 amendments were proposed. Is Lesage Sawaris. 10 were ratified by December 1791 as the Bill of Rights. These protected fundamental freedoms like speech, religion, assembly. I have label Esigi Sowars, and due process. Constitutional structure. Articles Ivo. The preamble and 7 articles define the legislative, executive, and judicial branches. State powers. Amendment process. Supremacy clause. Yooronalo I Haiti blessinus source, and ratification system establishing judicial review. The Supreme Court's power to interpret the Constitution and nullify laws was cemented in Marbury v. I have seen the Bilesin Sowars, Madison in 1803 shaping American jurisprudence. Constitutional interpretation. Originalism. Vez living document interpretation. Philosophies diverge. I have to obligionage Shumars. Originalists adhere to the framers' intent, while living Constitution proponents argue for relevance in evolving society. I have ETLS in G Star Wars. Notable amendments beyond the Bill of Rights. Key amendments expanded civil rights and voting access. The 13th ended slavery. The 14th guaranteed equal protection. Itu Yoronalok. I have Bless Sign Seors. The 15th and 19th secured voting rights for previously excluded groups. Constitutional resilience and criticism. Despite criticism over its original exclusions and rigidity, Blessingi Sowars, the Constitution's structured amendment process ensures its relevance. Ishoralak. I have Shawa. Legal scholars continue to debate reform possibilities. Key historical applications from Reconstruction to civil rights rulings. Sawe or Spurs. Constitutional amendments and Supreme Court decisions reshaped civil liberties, marking pivotal moments in U.S. I have Itavati Blesishti Shuars. History conclusion. A living legacy over 2 centuries later, the Constitution remains America's supreme law. Adaptable, visionary, Blessinish Shuars, and enduring, uniting citizens under a framework born of compromise, balance, and democratic ideals.